Welcome to MacGyver's Workshop, where you never know what we're going to be working on next. If you're not too careful, you just might learn something. Hi there. Welcome back to another episode of MacGyver's Workshop, where you never know what we're going to be working on next, and if you're not too careful, you just might learn something. So today we're going to, we've got some new kit here in the shop, and I got to put it together and get it all set up here. So we'll kind of do a pseudo unboxing slash, assembly video here. So what we're dealing with today is my drill press, and we'll go take a walk over there and I'll show you the old one. So this is my old drill press, and I got it from Harbor Freight like a bunch of years ago, and it has served me well, I will tell you that. And the problem is that two things. One, unfortunately, it spent some time in under less than ideal storage conditions, so the upright got all rusted, and that in turn damaged the rack gear that raises the table up and down, and now it doesn't function very well. So this one that I found out in using my tubing notcher that I use to make the cuts for the frame rails on another project I'm working on. The throw of the drill is not quite enough, meaning how far this will go up and down. It's not quite enough to work well with that tubing notcher. Needs a little bit more, so I had to get a slightly bigger drill press. So now we're gonna retire this one, and then we'll unbox our new one here. This time bought one from Northern Tool, and this is the 17-inch model, so it will have a longer throw on the drill part, so will work real good with that tubing notcher. But man, let me tell you what, this thing is insanely heavy. Have to shout out to my buddy Daddy Tech Int next door, a fellow YouTuber. He had to come over and help me get this big bastard off the back of the truck. And yeah, I'm here to tell you, this thing is freaking huge and heavy. So let's get her unboxed here. We got a table. Ooh, that's heavy. Get all this stuff out of here. This is what holds the table. And some miscellaneous bits. Easy gone well. Let's keep that. For any of you baseballists out there, Emmanuel is the gold standard of information. And this is the base. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this all up over by the lift. We're going to have to use a lift to lift the power head up, because I'm not strong enough to do it. vertical. Get that over here and get that ready. And we'll turn the camera around so you can see me putting this other bit together. And we have to stand this bad boy up on here and line this all up. Okay, dokie. Now we'll put our bolts in here. You don't want to snug them up until you've got all four in. That's just kind of a MacGyver 101 thing, because invariably you'll put them all in and then the last one won't go in. That's usually how that works. And once we have all four of the bolts started, then we can go ahead and snug them down. Now we got to mount the work table here, so we got to take this top ring off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a zip tie around here to hold this gear rack in place. Now we got some zip ties here. I'll just keep that from falling away. So, this is what holds the table for the drill up. But first I'm going to put this little handle on here so that we can adjust it as we go. I'm going to go off camera here over here to the workbench to do this. We have to bring this up like so and engage our little gear teeth, and then we can come back down like so. Now, then we'll line everything up nice with the table, and then we can crank it down and up, and whichever way we need to go. So that's good. And we put our little ring back on top here. You don't want to lay this thing down too far, because you don't want it to bind, because you will need to be able to rotate this table and this around. So after we're all said and done, we'll put a little dab of grease on that. This is a very stout machine cast iron table here. We are good to go here with that. Well, that's good. here. That's going to be the fun part. All right. Now, so my idea for lifting the power head up is probably not going to work very well, because there's really no way, they don't have any kind of lifting eyes or hooks or anything. So with the head laid on the ground, I'll tip this back and slide the tube in, and with the assistance of Carmela Kitty here, then we'll just stand it back up. I'm thinking that will be the best way to do this, at least for me by myself, not having a bunch of gigantic individuals around with humongous muscles. All right. There we go. Now we can slide it, pick it up and finagle it in. And then we'll just stand it up. Then we'll spin it around to where it needs to be and we'll lock it down. Okay, she's up. And I ended up using the lift to pick it up as high as I could get it. Then I could get under it and stand it up the rest of the way. I didn't film it because it wasn't pretty. Just take my advice and the advice of the guy at Northern Tool that says have two big strapping guys to put this thing together. But anyway, so now I just have to tighten the head down here on this and then put my chuck in there and go about the minuscule or miscellaneous bits, and we'll see what we end up with here. Alright, the last major bit of assembly we've got to do here is to take and put the drill chuck in. Now, you'll notice the drill chuck has a kind of a flange or a tang on the end of it. So you want to kind of find out where it skadooks up in there, and then just give her a couple of good smacks with a mallet. And that's all she needs. Now, let's stand it up. Let's stand it up next to the old one and see how they look. Woo. Now I'm just putting all the handles on. You can, you see, this one's a wee bit taller than my old one, and the more importantly is that this one has a longer draw, or drop, I should say, and to where, as far as the much longer stroke, okay, than the Harbor Freight one had. And that's what you need if you're cutting a piece of tube at a 45-degree angle. You know, that bit has to travel pretty far down. So I have to first and foremost thank my sweetie, as this was my birthday present for this year, and it's she always feels bad because she can never surprise me, because she has no idea what to buy for the shop, and unless she happens to, you know, hear me mention something. And I didn't really say much about my drill press because, you know, I was just making do with that. But Oh, another cool thing about this too is that this is an adjustable speed drill press, and you can adjust it while it's running. Whereas on my old one, you had to change pulley ratios, which was a pain. So, all right, well, let's fire this baby up, huh? I got it plugged in, and it's got a little RPM gauge up here, LED. Change speed. What I really like about this one is you got this lever on the side. Right now it's about 650 RPM. I use kind of a CVT arrangement up in the top there. Take it on up to past 1600 RPM. Most of my stuff, I cut it up pretty low RPM, so keep it right at about 600. And of course, got my little work light. That's kind of neat. My other one didn't have that. And then I've got a stop here that I can use. Depth stop. So, drill down so far. Yeah, I'm liking that. This one's a lot nicer than my old one. A lot more capable. Of course, it costs 6 times as much too, but that's beside the point. I think I gave I caught this at Harbor Freight. It was a floor model, and it was, what was it? I guess it was the last of the year's models or something. They were coming out with a different one the next year. So they had it marked down, and then I had a super coupon, and then I think there was a piece missing. I had to order it from Harbor Freight. So I ended up paying like $150 for this thing. So, but it doesn't owe me a nickel. I mean, this thing has been absolutely great since day one. So, I think I know just who might like to have that. I got a buddy of mine up the street, an old retired fella. He wouldn't care a minute to order that replacement piece up from Harbor Freight and clean that post up. They'll have him a good drill press. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to post in the comments, and there's another little thing that I'm working on right now that I'm not at liberty to talk about. It's kind of a super secret project at the moment, but I can guarantee you it's going to be good. So stay tuned for that. Probably in the spring of this coming spring, you'll be seeing some video about it. So again, thank you for watching. Please, if you like, subscribe and click the little bell icon, and so you'll be notified anytime I post some videos. This shop, is all, nobody fronts me anything. I don't, shill for anybody or get free stuff or anything like that. So, this is just my home workshop. I like doing this, and, I like doing little how-to stuff here and there. So, you're watching these videos, and all helps me pay for all this stuff. So, because it ain't cheap. So, but anyway, thanks for watching.